Okay, so this is one of my favorite drills for shoulder mobility, shoulder strength, and shoulder stability. Now we're also going to be working the core at the same time, but more so in a mobility sense where we're actually mobilizing our thoracic spine and our ability to rotate in the torso. You're going to need either a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Either will work. Then you're going to lay on your back and we're going to hold the weight towards the sky or ceiling. With the kettlebell, you want to make sure that it's resting off the back of your wrist. Now, it's a little bit of a complicated setup and it is a little bit of a complicated move, but once we get there, it's super worth it. This arm is straight, the opposite leg is straight. This knee and foot remain bent close towards the bottom. This opposite hand is going to be over our head, okay? So my right leg is straight away, my right arm is straight above. My arm here is holding this kettlebell up towards the ceiling. Now the force actually comes from this foot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push off of this left foot to rotate my body in your direction. The kettlebell arm is still pushing towards the ceiling really firmly. Now I'm on the side of my body here. This point is where we start to recognize some instability. The arm will start to kind of waver a little bit. This is where we see how stable this arm is. Now, if we feel safe, we're gonna bring this left foot over to the front of the body. Now I can rotate further, bringing my hips flat to the ground as much as I can. Get a nice twist in that torso, a nice stretch in the shoulder. My head is resting on this bottom arm the whole time, but I'm always looking at this hand to keep it nice and stable. Then I'm gonna bring this foot back nice and slow, rolling back with control. This is where your core comes into play to keep yourself stable and stop right where you started. Just for another example, we're gonna bring this foot and push in the direction of the straight arm and leg. When we get to our side, we're gonna bring this leg over, bringing our hips nice and flat to the ground. You can see my arm is pushing towards the ceiling the whole time, keeping that arm straight. It's really important that this arm does not bend. Come back with control, nice and stable. Go ahead and perform the reps that I listed below for that one for each side.